We're going back to 1997. We are going back to Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. I'm sure that 99.99999% of you watching this video will have played this game, whether it's the original, or one of the remakes we have. I was going to say one of the several remakes, but I'm not sure how many remakes this did get. We did get like a HD version of this, didn't we, on, was it PS4? And then obviously we've had the recent PS5 release, and we've got part 2 of that coming up. Is it Final Fantasy Rebirth? 7 Rebirth? Later this year. And we'll get to that in a bit, talking about the remake. The remake of this on PS5. But anyway, here we go. Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. This is where it all started. This was the first version of the game. It's been a long time. I probably 1998-ish was the last time I played this game, the original. And it's an unusual game for me to really love because of this. I don't like turn-based combat video games or JRPGs. Usually I don't. But I really like this. I gotta remember how to play this. I think it's very straightforward though. Yeah, I mean, the menus and all that kind of thing aren't too daunting in this. Maybe that's why this game did so well, because it did cater for a more Western audience, if you like. So, this is strange to me, because, or not strange, that's not the right word, but I am playing through Final Fantasy VII PS5 version, whatever they've called that, I can't remember. It looks gorgeous. But I've fallen off already, guys. I'm about 3 or 4 hours in, and I've had to stop playing because of reasons. Now this, I completed back in the day. One of the few PS1 games that I did finish, and this is one of them. I think you could put your name in, can't you, on this one? You can't do that on PS5 version. You have to be called Cloud, which is fair enough. His name is Cloud. People call you Cloud in all of the cutscenes. Which there are 1 million cutscenes in the PS5 one, not this. But I'm going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to just put my initials in here, or the channel initials, the chorizo machine. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of comparing with this and the PS5 version. So do bear with me, guys. The PS5 version, I think, is okay. I quite like the combat. It's just all of the filler. There's so much filler in it. It's unbelievable. I just found it starting to get very tedious. Whereas this moves along at a nice brisk pace. They don't overstay their welcome in certain sections. That might be to do with the limited technology of the time. I don't know. Let's just call Barrett Barrett. He'll always be Barrett to me. I've got Barrett's voice in my head now every time I read the text. Or whenever Barrett speaks in this. Wow, look at this, guys. It still looks fantastic, doesn't it? So going back, this was one of those games I did not buy. It's one of the usual stories for old school where a friend lent this game to my brother. My brother, for whatever reason, was not at home, and I was really unwell. And ironically, I have been really unwell of late. But anyway... So I was at home, I was bored, I was off of college, I'd phoned in sick from work. I was like, let's fire up this game. I'm not going to like it. I generally don't like these kind of games, sort of anime style, whatever. And I started playing, and that was me. That's all I did was play this game for like 3, 4, 5 days in a row until I finished it. I can't remember how long it took me to finish it, but I did. And I was blown away. I was simply blown away. And playing this now, it's still incredibly enjoyable. I do prefer this, guys, to the PS5 release, I have to say. From what I've read today, the PS5 version of this changes some stuff with the story, and I'm going to get a lot of stuff wrong, or I probably will in this video, so you guys in the replies, that rhymes, you guys in the replies, please correct me where I am, getting stuff wrong. Because I'm not an aficionado when it comes to Final Fantasy. I'm going to actually pull it out there and say I actually think the Final Fantasy series is a little bit overrated. And that's going to offend people. There'll be people rushing for the dislike button. I caused quite a stir with a Super Mario World video I did, saying I thought it was too easy. But it is what it is. These are my thoughts. There's no point doing a video and then not giving you my actual opinion. Yeah, I think the series is overrated. I think some of the games are incredibly cheesy and incredibly tedious. But if you love anime and that style, I know this isn't strictly anime, is it? I don't know. Then I guess you will love the series. But this, it's probably because of the world this is set in, and the story in this I still find pretty cool, like it quite interesting. Oh, I love the graphical style in this. So this is how it does begin in the PS5 version if you haven't played the newer game. You start in this place and you have to get to the, is it the Mako reactor, and basically plant an explosive on it and then set the explosive, or rather activate the explosive, and the story kind of goes from there. But yeah, it just started getting tedious for me, guys. I've got to say, the remake, the remake. What is the HD version of this like? The PS4 version? Because that's currently on PlayStation Premium. I have it downloaded. I might check it out. It's just this, isn't it? With a HD sheen. Am I right in saying that? Because if that is the case, I'm probably going to play it. The music, the graphics, all of these different camera angles and that kind of thing at the time, again, blew me away. Here come some more enemies. Oh, we've got Barrett with us. So, if you don't know anything about this game, you do control whoever's in your party and you take turns to fight against the bad dudes. And the general premise is the character I'm playing as, Cloud, or CM in this case, he has joined this party of people to do this, to go and plant a bomb on a reactor, which is basically sucking stuff out of the Earth's atmosphere, I think. But the dude I play as is extremely obnoxious. Not so much in this version. In the PS5 version, he just got on my nerves by the end. But in this, he's a bit more bearable. He's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He was part of some team, I think, called Soldier. Some outfit. Or militia. So he's a pretty handy dude in a fight. That's it in a nutshell. I've probably butchered that, but that's the premise here. And then the game will open up, obviously. And you will leave this place. We probably won't see that in this video because I'd be playing for a long time. But you do leave this place and go visit some cyberpunky looking towns. Are they cyberpunky? How would you describe the world in this? It's definitely got a... Yeah, it's definitely got that aesthetic, isn't it? And that's probably why I loved it, because I'm a sucker for anything cyberpunk or anything similar. Look at these weird enemies. These are in the remake, actually. What is that called? It's going to annoy me. The PS5 version. But yeah, it's so bloated out with pointless stuff. I found, anyway. Just my opinion with the PS5 version. There's lots of side quests to do. There's not much point doing them, though. It doesn't really add much to the story. It's one of those games you're just best off just hammering the main quest, and that's that. And it likes to give you the impression it's this big open world, but it's not really. It rushes you through anything. It's very linear. Again, I've played for about, I'd say 3-4 hours. So maybe it does get a lot better, but I don't know if I've got the time or the energy to stick with it. There's so many good video games around at the moment. But anyway, playing that made me want to revisit this, and I thought let's do so for the channel and just play and talk to you guys at the same time. But this game still looks so good, doesn't it, from a graphical standpoint. I don't think I've got any filters or any trickery going on with RetroArch here at all. I think that's a save point, that spinning thing down at the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, it's been, like I said earlier, it's been a long time playing this in its original form. So guys, who have clicked on this video, all my regulars, all subscribers, all newcomers, everyone's welcome. Please get in the replies. What is the best Final Fantasy game? In your opinion, and why? Because I'm critical of the Final Fantasy series. Oh, here we go. This is where I set the charge for the bomb or whatever. But in the PS5 version, it takes a lot longer to get it. Some would argue you're getting your value for money. That's good. It needed to be bigger. There needed to be more stuff to do. But I just found it bloated. But it's probably because I'm so used to this game and expecting this game all over again. I don't know. But again, the combat is very good in the PS5 version. Very, very good. There is an option where you can actually switch the combat to turn-based, I think. If you hit the pause button and go into the settings. So you can have it like this. I think I'm right in saying that. But I actually played with the new control scheme, or rather the new combat system, and it's really good. That was the standout thing with the game for me. Oh, that music. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, this thing in the PS5 version, again, guys, I know I keep talking about PS5 version, but it's interesting comparing, as I literally was playing that version a few days ago. This boss had me stuck for a while. But I think on this version, PS1 version, it's a lot easier to take down. Or it's a lot quicker to take down. Because this is the first boss, or main boss, that you come across in Final Fantasy VII. Look how cool the sprites look and that kind of thing. And I just love all the different abilities and magic and the skills your characters have in this. It's a game that has aged well, I think. And if you've ever been interested in attempting or trying out a JRPG style video game, this is a very good place to start. There's two JRPGs I really, really like. This, obviously, and I can't remember how to say the name, but it was on PS3, it was exclusive. And I think it's by the dude who made us the animated movies like My Neighbor Totoro, etc. I can't remember his name. But it's set in with that art style in that kind of universe. New Need something something. But anyway, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And that's turn-based. There's a sequel which I still haven't tried for that. I got the limit. This is like my special. I've built that up. So here we go. I don't think that was it. I think that was just his Brave. Or is the Brave or the limit the special? I don't know. I don't know. And there is obviously the famous turn-based RPG, which everyone classes as the best of all time on the Sega, I want to say Genesis. Oh, my mind's gone blank. Every time I start a video, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of know what I want to talk about for this video, my mind just goes blank. Every time. Starts with a C. You'll all be screaming at me anyway. I've got Chaos Engine in my head, but it's not Chaos Engine because that's not a JRPG. But that's a game I need to start and try. And there's also Sea of Stars on Game Pass, which everyone raves about. That's supposed to be very, very good in this sort of style. But anyway, back to this. Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. Reviews. I've got the old iPad open. This is actually quite a good game to consult the iPad whilst I'm playing, because it's turn-based. And these bits, anyway. Yeah, no surprises. 9s, 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 9s. A couple of high 8s are all your usual. Yeah, the limit is the Braver. Look, the special is called the Braver at the moment. But I think you can unlock other ones. I don't know. But in the PS5 version, you can do the Braver as a standard move, I think. And your limit, your special move, is this huge, like, devil dude who comes down and helps you in the battle. I think I'm right in saying that anyway. So here you go. Gil is your currency. Or Jill. can call it Jill for lols if you were a childish person like me. But yeah, lots of 9s, lots of high 8s. Famitsu gave this a 38 out of 40. It's one of the highest scores I've seen at Famitsu. I think they gave A Link to the Past 39, didn't they, or 40? I think that's the highest scoring game there. I might be wrong. It might actually be Mario 64 or Mario World at Famitsu, but this is up there. To get a 38 at Famitsu, it's got to be good. And this opened the door for Square Enix. Were they just known as Square then? I don't know. Squaresoft? I don't know. I just don't know. But it opened the door for the Western market to really get their teeth into JRPGs, and it got the game into homes, didn't it? And it got people talking about this kind of style of game. Because obviously a Western audience is a completely different demographic to cater for. But once you show us something, we're like, oh yeah, give us more. The same happened with Dark Souls, or rather Demon Souls, when that hit PS3. Everyone just was like, this is incredible, give us more, please. And yeah, this is similar kind of scenario with this game, I guess. Phoenix Down. That will revive Barrett, won't it? I think. And that big robot thing looks like Ed 209, doesn't he, from RoboCop? Those massive things are in the PS5 version. Like, oh, it's basically this, but like, it's so gorgeous. The art style, the way they've done it is really nice. I know I've sounded critical on that game. I just haven't got it in me, guys, to sit through the real lengthy, tedious cutscenes. It might be my age now, I don't know. And I'm not saying this is a game for kids, but it kind of, when it was released, was the target demographic the younger gamer? I don't know. I still love Mario games and Zelda games, and you could argue that their target demographic... I've said demographic about 200 times in this video, but you could argue that, yeah, the audience for those games are kids. I still love Mario Kart. I play a lot of Mario Kart 8. So I don't want to use that as a reason to be critical of a video game. Are you alright? Jesse's leg got stuck. Jesse's cool. The voice acting's pretty good for some of the characters in the PS5 version, not all of them. Or some of the characters sound cheesy as hell. Why won't it let me up? What's going on? Oh, there we go. I really hope that I make this in time. As you can see, the timer there. Yeah, in PS5 version. How many times have I said that as well? Sorry, guys. I'm just focusing on here. I really don't want to mess this up. But yeah, you choose the timer. You choose 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm not sure what happens, you know. Or what the difference is. Like, because I chose 20 minutes and made it out. But I don't know if you get like a different cutscene or something if you chose 30 minutes. I'm not too sure. Oh, come on. I don't want to stop and fight. I really want to make it out of here. Like I say, I'll be embarrassed if I don't get out with this bit for the video. Because I want to get onto the train, because I love the visuals on the train on the PS1 version. All the sprites are like massive. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, because you've all played it and you know, but anyway. Just in case you haven't, or just in case it's been a long time since you've seen or played this game. This version of this game. Who's looking forward to Rebirth? Is it out next month, or isn't it until like late summer? I can't remember the release date for that. That really got under the nose for a lot of Final Fantasy fans, or Final Fantasy VII aficionados. They didn't like that Squaresoft or Square Enix were going down the episodic route with this. And I agree with the people saying that. Just give us it as a standalone game. Obviously, it's a huge money maker, and it's going to make them bucket loads of money. Look at Barrett on the floor there. I need to revive him, really, don't I? Hey? Is it? Oh, it's just telling me I've got the limit break I can use. Is that right? Is that what that meant then? Yes. Right, okay. Here we go. This is all very straightforward. The first, like, hour or so of this game. Again, PS1 version now. We're not talking about PS5. But it really does get more strategic as you play, and you do have to think about stuff a little bit more than I'm doing here. In regards to you taking your turns and what to do next, and yeah, being a bit more careful with your health options, your potions, that kind of thing. Oh, it's 4 minutes! Oh no. I think I'm nearly there though. A Phoenix down. Oh no! Okay. Let's try Phoenix down on Barrett. I'm pretty sure it revives him. Because I need help with clearing these dudes. Oh, we're nearly down to 3 minutes. Here he comes, but he's still pretty injured, if that's the right word. But he's got 69 health. Let's give him a potion. No, I'll attack with CM first. Now I'm Barrett. Now use the potion on Barrett. I think I've done that right. There we go. This game's cool. Like I say, we'll get to the train. Hopefully. Because I want to look at the visuals and see if they're still really cool. They're going to be, aren't they? I mean, we kind of saw that at the beginning, didn't we? When you get off the train, the nice big chunky sprites running around. It looks so cool. We got 2.5 minutes. Oh no. Come on. How do I get through this door? Do I talk to Jesse? Yeah, you can't. I can't mess with the buttons, can I? Oh no, I'm dawdling and this is what happens. Okay. Come on. It should be plenty of time. It's 10 minutes you get in this, isn't it? But I think I might have asked it up. I don't know. Let's have a look. Pressure is on now. Okay. Right. 1's down. 2 is down. And the 3rd is down. Okay. I'm sure it's talk to Jesse or talk to... Is it Biggs? For the other button? Oh, I don't know. Nearly 1 minute. Okay. Yes, I am trying to be careful. Right, Biggs, it must be. There he goes. Why can't they just go and do that? Why have I got to? Why have I got to tell them? Ah, the time has disappeared. That means I've done it, I think. Oh, that was close. And there you go, we've destroyed that reactor. And it's just such a cool opening sequence for a game, especially if it's time. It had that, like... Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it's not the train yet. You've got to escape this bit of wreckage first. Now, this takes a while on PS5. But I think, for this, it'll just be jump through that hole, and then we're on the train. But yeah, it's just like being at the movies. That opening sequence is cool then. You'd expect like opening credits to start rolling then. Oh, that's right. Hey, his arse is on fire. Okay. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. But yeah, this is so cool, this game. Yeah, Barrett really doesn't want to pay me for some reason at the beginning. Is there any lore behind that, guys? Or is it just because he's like, I'm not carrying all that amount of cash on me? Look at this, it looks gorgeous. Oh, it's Flower Lady. She's an integral part to the story. But I won't spoil it for anyone in case you are planning on playing this. I better advise her to get out of here. Music in this is haunting. I absolutely love it. So many memories just come rushing back with games like this for me. Good times. It's like the songs from this, and then games like The Secret of Mana on SNES. Like, if I hear the music from these games, that's it. All day they'll be stuck in my head. They were simpler times, and they were fun times. And that's what this old school series is about, is reminiscing about those times. Okay. Got the potion. Oh, it's going to kick off here, I think. The Shinra soldiers. That's right. I think Cloud, the guy I'm playing as, I think he was part of Shinra. Am I right in saying that, guys? And it's why Barrett, the big dude with the gun arm, it's why he is he's a bit skeptical about Cloud, because he's very anti-establishment, like anti-military, you know, anti-system, basically. Look at that. That looks so cool. Okay. What the loading time is going to be like. That's not too bad. Didn't this game come on several discs? Or 4 discs? 4 CDs? Or am I thinking of another game? But anyway, yeah. Big chunky sprites on the old train. They're wondering if Cloud, or CM in this case, has been killed. This has been Final Fantasy VII on PS1. It's been great reminiscing, guys. Really has. Please let me know your memories with this. Let me know what you think of the PS5 version. Look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.